Hello everyone, welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing a collab with Jaylene's Tarot Show. So she's going to be doing how men view you versus women. I'm going to be doing how men judge you versus women. So the video will be linked down below. Check it out. Check her channel out. You probably might have already seen videos from her. But if you have not, definitely explore her channel. And leave some comments, support the video. Okay, if you're coming over from her channel, hi, I'm Shashi. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I incorporate a lot of sidereal or Vedic astrology into my readings, and I use a lot of oracle cards. Okay, this is how I like to read tarot. So I hope you guys enjoy this reading, and yeah, leave your feedback down in the comments. Okay, so today is how men judge you versus women. This side is the women's side, because left naturally is considered the feminine side. It's making me think of we have this concept in yoga also, how we breathe out of the different nostrils. So left is, I think, Ida it's called. So that is the feminine side, and right side is it Pingala, or Pingala is the one in the middle? I'm a little confused. If anyone knows, please let me know. But Ida, I'm pretty sure, is the feminine side. But anyway, this is the women's side, this is the men's side. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so you got here, we have bat, here we have cheetah. Okay, this is fire energy, this is air energy. Okay, then here we have enemy on this side, and we have merchant here. You got an extra card on this side. We have cheerfulness. This is for the women's, how women judge you. Okay, so for certain piles, extra cards have come out. For nakshatra, by the way, I also use nakshatras if you're familiar with them. Lunar mansions. On this side we have Ashlesha, here we have Satabhisha. I actually have both of these in my chart. On this side we have fish, and here we have house. Okay, let's keep it like this, or maybe okay, let's pull, or should I look at tarot in a bit? What do I do? Let's pull the cards out for tarot also. On this side you got moon. Here we have, I think this came out in reverse. No, I think it was upright. Maybe I messed it up. This is Son of Wands, which is the Nine of Wands, and we have the Tower on this side. So see, here we got two from this deck, and here we got two from this deck. We'll take it look at the other cards in a bit. Let's start the reading. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing is on this side we have a little bit of more of that fire or masculine energy. Okay, here we have cheetah, this is fire element, even the colors are very masculine here. Then we have a knight showing up, which is more of like a male archetype, and tower is ruled by Mars, so it's again giving me masculine energy. This is actually giving me Mercury, okay, as well. A little bit of this Cancer energy with the house. Some of you could have Cancer placements, some of you could have Pisces placements also with this fish card, maybe placements in the 4th house or 12th house. Ashlesha is also connected to 4th house. Okay, some of you could have Mars debilitated also, and we have moon here, so maybe moon in Cancer, moon in Pisces, maybe moon in a water sign. Okay, or maybe moon sitting in a fire sign as well. This is what I'm getting. Okay, so what I'm getting overall, I think women could see you as an enemy. Some of them, not all of them, because we have enemy here, we have cheerfulness. So the energy overall that I'm picking with women is lots of different opinions about you, pile number one. Okay, maybe some connect with you, some see you as a friend, some see you as an enemy, and even the bat is connected with the night time. Okay, and then we see this moon also, which is impressionable. Moon is changeable. Okay, it's moody. Here also we see the moon, so moon imagery is being repeated. That tells me that maybe a lot of people are in the dark when it comes to you. They judge you because they cannot read you well. They're not sure about your intentions. You're a little slippery also with the fish also, I'm getting this feeling. A little protective, maybe you don't share enough, because with the umbrella it's always about protection. Some of you could also have Jyeshta nakshatra. The umbrella is the symbol for that. Falls in Scorpio. Okay, so clearly I'm getting a message here where You might share your feelings every now and then, but let's say majority of the time you hold back. There's this energy of holding things back, but you're a fun time, you're a good time. Maybe there's also this feeling where a lot of women could feel like you show a different side, but there's a completely different side to you, which they do not have access to. They might spy on you, okay? They might mistrust you, okay? That's the energy I'm getting. Overall, women could feel like they're in the dark when it comes to you. They cannot read you properly. And also you could sometimes also come across as a little intense, okay? Maybe clingy also. Sometimes, not all the time. Like you would be very like very forthcoming sometimes, but majority of the time you kind of keep it superficial, maybe. Okay, let's see this side. Here what I'm seeing is you're coming across as a dynamic person. Maybe you could have a career that's prominent or something about what you do in life. So it's more so your personality that's coming through on this side. Merchant also can be connected to business, or a person who's charming, charismatic, person who gets their way. Friendly also, approachable also, okay, intelligent as well. With cheetah, it's a dynamic energy. Person is always on the move. Person is busy. They've got a lot of stuff going on in their life. Maybe work is a big part of your life. So men might see you as a person who's they might judge you over the fact that you're too masculine, maybe. Okay, that's the thing I'm getting. On this side, it's more of not being sure of your intentions, a little moody, or there's this darkness. Here I see a lot of light and fire. So it's like they see you, but you might come across as someone who's a little more masculine, or someone who maybe doesn't compromise also. I'm getting that feeling. Maybe a lot of men could even judge you or think of you as a player, because Knight of Wands is sometimes connected with the player energy. We also have Mars coming out, which is connected with physical attraction. We have fire energy here as well. So a lot of men could feel like you're very attractive. They might be physically attracted to you. They might also feel like this person is maybe not looking for a commitment, or I don't see this person as like long-term commitment sort of a partner. This house, even though it's giving me Cancer energy, on the card it says person, this denotes success in all ventures. So a successful person. Maybe a lot of men could also feel intimidated by your success, or because you're such a, by the way, I didn't say this in the beginning, but this can also be flipped. Messages could be flipped. So if it's a guy picking this pile, a lot of men could feel competition with you, and a lot of women could feel like they cannot trust you. You come across as untrustworthy. So you can definitely flip the messages no matter who's watching. The gender is not important here, but I'm speaking from the point of view as a woman if you're watching this. Okay, keep that in mind, but definitely anyone can watch this reading. So in this side, what I'm getting is person who has a lot of connections. Also, Sattvavisha is usually connected with this number of 100 and falls in Aquarius, which is a public sign. So it's about a person who has a lot of connections, who has a lot of, even 11th house is connected with desires and gains. So a person who is successful, big major success. Okay, maybe you have good money also. Something about you is intimidating. A lot of men could feel like, what can I provide this person? Or they might feel like they're competing with you. They feel this competition sort of a feeling coming through with you. Pile number 1. Definitely intimidated by your presence. Something about you, your energy might rub men off in the wrong way. Okay. Even here, we have the knight, but look at the imagery. It's the snake. So intimidation. I'm getting that for sure. Okay, let's look at some other cards I've pulled for you. On this side, we have the High Priestess. Let's keep it here. We have the North Node, which is Rahu. We have Fulfillment. This is Saturn in Sagittarius. And we have the Healer. Okay. On this side, actually I pulled a lot of tarot for you. 3 cards came out, so I thought let me just keep it, even though I was only looking for 1. So you got Justice, Hermit, and the 4 of Cups. Okay, so you got 3 cards here. You also got Ocean, So see, Pisces energy could definitely be there in your chart. I'm getting that. Some of you could have Rahu in Pisces. I'm trying to think what could be this placement. Rahu in Pisces, maybe. Pisces ascendant, maybe you have round eyes or far set eyes. This image of this dragon, or it's not a dragon, but it's making me think of Uttara Bhadrapada Nakshatra, because it's connected with the sea serpent, and we have ocean here also. So maybe placements in Pisces in Uttara Bhadrapada, that could be a possibility. Anyway, we have here Saturn in Taurus, and we have the third house also. I'm just going to fit this in. Maybe Gemini placements for some of you. Maybe a prominent Saturn, because Saturn came out on both sides. Saturn is about work, career. It's the significator of work and our career. So maybe you do have a prominent job, or you will have a prominent job in future. You could come from money. See, Taurus is showing up here, which is about our assets, our support system, things we can count on. And here, even though this is Sagittarius, here we see this money bag. Okay, so money could be something people could judge you on, for sure, on both the sides. And your work, people could judge you over your work. Maybe you travel a lot for your work. I'm seeing this like a carriage being drawn. Okay, you could be successful. People could judge your success. People could judge your connections. Okay, maybe you know some powerful people or something like this. And even Pisces energy, Pisces is connected with money also. It's one of the money houses. I think naturally all the water signs, because water itself is connected with money in Vedic astrology. So money is coming through strongly. Your work is coming through strongly. Women might judge you because they might feel like you have some spiritual knowledge that you don't share. You have a lot of knowledge and information that you don't share. You withhold it. Okay, there's a lack of clarity on the women's side. A lot of women could judge you over that. They feel like, maybe some could even feel like you're not a girl's girl. Now, that is not for every single person. Take the message that resonates. Okay, so High Priestess is spiritual knowledge. We have the Healer, which is spiritual knowledge. And a lot of Moon came out for you. Moon is naturally intuitive. Okay, even Fish, 12th house is naturally connected with psychic abilities, or these special abilities. In terms of houses, is connected with 12th house. In terms of planets, it is Moon. Okay, and in tarot cards, it's High Priestess. So everything is pointing towards a specific message here. So I feel like a lot of women could feel like you have a lot of secrets, you have a lot of special connections, or some special knowledge, hidden knowledge that you don't share. Okay, they might judge you over the fact that you don't share it, but they see you as an intelligent person, intuitive person, very womanly, very feminine as well, successful person, hard worker. Okay, North Node can make a person seem like an outcast. Okay, so you might be someone that a lot of women feel like, oh, this is the odd one out. Okay, they might not accept you easily. They might judge you. They might bully you sometimes also, not every single person, but overall women could see you as an outcast or a person who's not part of the group or the clique. That's one specific message I'm getting. But they could also see you as someone who's unique, different, very individualistic, strong sense of self, and a unique self-expression also. Okay, so it's not necessarily everything is bad. Okay, they might judge you over certain things, but I'm still picking up on these qualities where they notice that you're a go-getter, you know, hard worker. You might also be lucky, like you might catch lucky breaks, or women could feel like, oh, this person's lucky or whatever. Okay, maybe downplay your achievements because of that, because Sagittarius is connected with destiny somehow. So Saturn going in the sign of Sagittarius could speak about a person who might get or catch some lucky break or something. Okay, maybe someone who travels for work also. But anyway, on this side, what do we see? A lot of men could even maybe friend zone you or sister zone you. If you're a guy watching you, maybe brother zone you, something like that. I'm getting this. You might come across as a person who might not be sharing a lot of emotions. Okay, so maybe men judge you over the fact that maybe you're a little less romantic or something here. because we have Saturn in Taurus. It's sitting in the sign of Venus. Venus is all about love expression, and Taurus itself is connected with communication. It's a natural second house of speech and communication, the way we speak, right? Third house is also communication. Second house is speech, your voice. And Saturn's influence is there. Saturn is restrictive. It's more professional. It's more cold and serious and harsh. It's not expressive. Okay, so a lot of men could judge you over the fact that, let's say if they try to date you or whatever, they feel like, wow, this person's not expressive, they're not romantic enough, or this person doesn't express their emotions. Even if you're upset, you might not say it. Or there's just this energy, because we see ocean, which is about the depth of emotion, but it's very still. So it's not everything's kind of hidden, it's not expressed, it's not shared. That's what I'm getting. Okay, and in general, maybe a lot of men could just look at you as a friend or a sibling, because third house is connected with siblings and friends, even neighbors. Okay, and maybe men could judge you over your assets, money, everything that you have. So they could feel intimidated by that for sure. They do see you as a hard worker, go-getter. Same message here as well. Okay, then here we see Hermit, Justice, Four of Cups. A person who's bored, not easily impressed. So a lot of men could judge you over the fact that you have high standards, or you might not gel up with a lot of people, or you're busy, you don't make time for other people, or you don't show interest, something like this, because Hermit is also there. Person is busy and working on themselves. And this energy, the three cards coming together is giving me like a specific message of a person with high standards, a little brutal when it comes to cutting people off, like not being open to a lot of people, and just busy and unavailable. That's the energy I'm getting. So a lot of men could judge you over your intelligence, or the fact that you're studious, something about intellect here. Hermit is also, and also you could be critical also, because this is Virgo energy. Virgo makes a person critical. Okay, so they might feel a little bit of this harsh energy from you. They feel like, oh, this person will judge me, so they might judge you back because of that. They just assume things. And also because you have high standards, you call people out on their BS, and you're not easily impressed. You're not maybe someone who romantically is looking for a lot of people in your life, or always constantly looking for a connection. You maybe date very rarely. Some of you could have even debilitated Venus, because we have Hermit, which is a Virgo energy, and Justice makes me think of Venus. Or you could even have Venus in Libra. Justice also makes me think of Libra energy, right? So these are some of the placements you can have. Overall, don't take it this reading in a negative way, just maybe something you can work on. I've also pulled some extra cards for advice, so I'm going to finish the reading off with that. So you got bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius. We have look at the bigger picture, full moon in Sagittarius. So you had Sagittarius come out earlier as well here. See? So look at the bigger picture, how you can take this message and work it in and use it in a positive way. And maybe you need to be more loving or more expressive. With Saturn coming out on both the sides, maybe this is something you can work on. And also maybe making love a priority in your life. Even this is making me think of the Cupid's bow. You put maybe too much focus on work, on your image and certain other things, not love as much. Okay, that's a very specific message that I'm getting. For deities, I pulled cards from this particular deck, which is a deck for deities. So you got Ganesha, a remover of obstacles. You got Indra, king of gods. And look, when I pulled these cards, I didn't even realize this, but I said you could have Jyeshta Nakshatra with umbrella, right? And he's the deity who rules Jyeshta Nakshatra. So you could definitely have that. Even Jyeshta makes a person very passionate, someone who wants to be a high achiever. You would notice a lot of celebrities or people who make it big, they have Jyeshta Nakshatra. I think even Trump has Jyeshta, if I'm not wrong. Or he actually has Magha. Magha and Jyeshta are very similar. But anyway, I've seen a lot of Jyeshta people make it big in life because they have strong desires and they're very passionate and they have this unwavering focus on what they want to achieve. So you could have this tendency, but don't overindulge in this energy, because even Jyeshta there was a lot of stories or lore connected with the deity where he was sometimes he would overthink and go after people who wouldn't even challenge him. So it's just getting too involved in this energy. Okay, so calm yourself down. and then Ganesha showing up, remover of obstacles. Maybe this is saying certain obstacles you need to remove. Ganesha is also the god we sometimes connect with writing abilities or intellect even. Okay, so be maybe a little more logical in life, or just this energy. Let me read what it says in the back. Removing obstacles, peace and prosperity, physical and mental power, success in initiating new ventures. So maybe you need to start some new venture that will be blessed. Physical virility, wealth and success, heroism and leadership, security in times of aggression and war. Okay, but yeah, remove obstacles, be more gentle, because he's one of the more sweet, gentle, loving sort of deities that we have. And whatever issues that you're facing, I think those will also clear out with Ganesh showing up. And use your intellect in dealing with things. We have inspire here, foresee and reframe. So something here you need to reframe, and something about divine timing also. Something might be coming up in the future, or something is happening. You could also be someone who inspires other people. So even though there's just judgment coming through, people also feel inspired by you. Especially if it has something to do with the talent or music or your voice, speech, something like that. And something you need to reframe or work on here. Okay, use your intuition to figure that out. Okay, I'll finish the reading here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's slightly longer than my usual videos, but I hope you guys enjoy, and go and support Jaylene's video as well. Leave some comments there on her channel, and that's it. If you want to support my channel, you can watch the ads on the videos. You can become a member. Click on the join button down below. If you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. And if you feel called to leave a tip, you can do that through PayPal and UPI. By the way, guys, I always forget to mention this. I've started an Insta account. So my Insta will be linked down below if you want to follow me there. I post stories, like anything that's relevant. Right now Navratri is going on, so I post stuff about that. But I don't post a lot. And I don't have any posts there. I might post in future, but let's see how it goes. If you want to follow me there. Okay. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome to today's reading. Today is a special collab reading that I'm doing with Jaylene's tarot show. You might have already heard of her. If you have not, definitely check her channel out. So I'm going to be doing why women judge you versus men, and she's going to be doing how men view you versus women. So I'm going to link her video down below. Definitely check it out, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's reading. Okay, please show your support. And also, if you're coming over from her channel, hi, I'm Shashi. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I incorporate a lot of sidereal Vedic astrology into my readings, and I use a lot of oracle, as you'll see in today's reading. So let's start the reading. You pick the card Lakshmi, goddess Lakshmi. I used this deck today just for some cards at the end for advice. So felt like using the deities today, just positive energy. So I'm going to set that aside. We'll take a look at the advice at the end of the reading. One side is for the women's side. Wait, this is the men's. Wait, let me just fix this. Okay, so on this, by the way, this is the women's side, how women judge you. I kept it on the left side because left is considered the feminine side of the body and right is the masculine. Okay, even the nostril, if we breathe in from left side, it kind of cools down the body. If we breathe in from the right side, it's good for heating up the body. It's good for digestion also. But anyway, I will not get into yoga on this reading. So on this side you got camel, on this side you got nightingale. I love how a little bit of this blue has come out on both the sides, because with this deck not all the cards have this hue, they vary, right? And on this side you got haughtiness with this peacock. Here you got letter. Okay, we also have the ship, number 3, and see, number 3 is repeating here. We also have number 5. We have a tree on this side. We have chariot here, and we have the hangman. For nakshatra you got Hasta and Bharani. So just talking about the placements real quick, you could have Pisces placements, you could have Aries placements. Bharani falls in Aries, if you're not familiar with these are nakshatras, lunar mansions. You can look them up. A major part of Vedic astrology. Okay, so this falls in Aries. You could have Aries placement. Then this card always makes me think of Anuradha nakshatra, which falls in Scorpio. Okay, then actually peacock is also connected to this deity Kartikeya, who is the archetype for Mars. So you could have a strong Mars, or maybe placements in Aries and Scorpio, because I always associate peacock with Kartikeya. Then hangman is also Pisces. We have this tree. Maybe you have placements in earth signs. And hasta is also, I think, falling in Virgo. Some of you could have exalted Mercury. This also makes me think of Mercury. Lots of different energies are coming through. We'll talk about them in a bit. Let's go over the cards first. Okay, so on this side, I see a bit of this energy where women could feel like they're in competition with you. A little bit of jealousy I'm getting here, because haughtiness is a person, they might see you as a show off. They might feel like you have a lot of, you're an overachiever, or you show off, or you, maybe they even might consider you dishonest, like a person who's exaggerating things. It doesn't necessarily have to be true, but this is something I'm getting with the peacock. They definitely see you as someone who's good looking. Maybe they might even say you have pretty privilege or something like that. Camel speaks about an animal that is resourceful and independent. So you come across as a person who's independent. You have a lot going on in their life. So it could generate a little bit of this jealousy from their side, like a little bit of evil eye even. Okay, so women could judge you over your work, your business, or the way you live your life, your lifestyle. Okay, you could be also very successful, and also this energy where you don't depend on people. Okay, that's coming through very strongly. Maybe someone who travels a lot. Ship can talk about travel. Chariot here is also talking about travel, but chariot is also about working hard, going towards a goal. Okay, having a specific goal in your mind. And camel is about being independent and also resourceful. So you they see you in a good light, but it kind of invokes a little bit of jealousy in them, or they see you as, wow, this person has a lot going on in their life. Okay, they might even judge that you don't give enough time to your friends or love and relationship, or your family members. Something about maybe a judgment coming out of that, the fact that you invest so much on your external life. Or if you're a working person, by the way, this reading is not specific to women. You can also flip the messages around. So if you're a guy watching this, then it would mean that you're out and about. You're not the most let's say romantic or present for your partner. So women might judge you over the fact that you're absent a little bit, hardworking, too busy. Okay, you could be a disciplinarian also with Bharani. So you can switch the messages around, but try to understand the energy of the specific pile. Okay, so yeah, with Bharani, like I said, disciplinarian, person who's hard on themselves, hardworking. Okay, someone maybe who does well with challenges also. On this side, why men judge you? Overall, I'm not getting like a judgy vibe with this particular pile. It's I'm looking at a positive sort of a energy on this side. I see letter here. I see stability with the tree, person who's abundant, fruitful, someone with the resources, someone with a sweet speech with nightingale. You could come across as someone romantic. Maybe if men were to judge you, they would judge you over the fact that you're not serious. Sometimes Hasta can speak about a person who's not let's say a little unserious. Okay, that's one energy. And also the energy of a person, maybe they like your sense of humor also, or sometimes they might judge your sense of humor, because here also I see the open beak, tells me there's something here about communication that they might judge you over. Okay, so your sense of humor, maybe your speech, they might judge you over the fact that you're overly maybe romantic, if that message resonates with you. But you might come across as a person who's sensitive, maybe a little closed off, or you might give someone the silent treatment also if you're upset at them. Then tree can also speak about a person maybe who's stubborn. So you might be sensitive, who gets upset over multiple things, or like things easily. That's one specific message I'm getting. But they could see you as someone who's charming, who's flirtatious, maybe also romantic, a little moody also, maybe melancholic as well. Okay, but they do see you in a good light. They see a lot of positive things about you and your personality. And see, one major thing I'm picking up that's difference here on this side, all I see is movement. This is travel, this is travel. Even this falling in Aries, which is very impulsive sort of energy, right? And on this side we see Hangman, which is Hangman is not moving. Okay, even though sure the bird could move around, but I see here with the Hangman stable, or this stagnant sort of energy. Here also I see tree which is stable. Okay, so on this side it's more of earth energy, water energy. So they see your sensitive side, they see you as a person who's dependable, and maybe in a negative way I could only say that they might find you stubborn. But on this side it's almost as if you're not in touch, you're a little far away, you're too busy, you don't give them enough time. That's the energy I'm getting on this side. So I hope this makes sense. I'll pull more cards. Okay, on this side you also got Sun in Gemini, versatility. Let's move this. Do we have space? Okay. 10th house, which is the house for career, your reputation, your public life. We have artist. Okay, artist, actually I love that show Farzi. If you've watched it, it's on Amazon Prime, and there's a guy who, which is funny because we got Hasta energy, right? I did a research on Hasta, I think couple of years ago, or whenever I posted a video on this astrology channel that I used to have. But anyway, so I was looking for Hasta people, and that show came up strongly because it's about counterfeiting currency, right? They're making fake notes in that show. Farzi itself means something that's fake. So the guy's name is the artist in the show. He's like, what do we call you? And he's like, I'm the artist, because he drew the currency note by hand, right? So maybe some of you have watched that show. Prominent Hasta maybe in this pile. That's why I'm thinking of that. Even the mask makes me think of Hasta personality. It's making me think of Jim Carrey actually. And I usually don't get this sort of messages, but I'm getting this comedy feel or something about arts coming through. Okay, on this side we have bluff and choice. This is Jupiter in Gemini. We have Mars in Libra. So see, Gemini energy keeps coming up. So maybe on both the sides your friends could judge you, and also this energy of maybe people judging your sense of humor. Okay, that's coming through. We have Mercury. See, I didn't even notice, but you also got Mercury. So Mercury and Gemini energy is very strong. Some of you could have placements there. Even Mercury, this is Virgo energy, right? Hasta falls in Virgo, and Mercury gets exalted in Virgo. So strong prominent Mercury in this pile. Where do I keep this? Let's keep it here. Keep this one. You also got two tarot cards. You got Page of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. Let's keep them here. And you got the Queen card. Okay, Leo energy is also coming through. Okay, so let's talk about this side. Women could judge you over your career. Like I said, maybe you don't give enough time to your friends, your family, or your love relationships. They might see you as a person who's unavailable, too busy, or maybe too extroverted also. Sometimes they might feel, oh, this person's too extroverted, or they could feel like maybe you put on different images or different personalities according to the person that you talk to. So this is something they might notice about you, and they feel like they don't like that maybe. Or they feel like there's a bit of this energy where you have a mask on and they cannot access the real you. Okay, they also see you that you're very passionate about your work. You could come across as artistic, or you do something unique or something beautiful. So women could feel like, wow, this person's so good at what they do. So there's again that feeling of a little bit of jealousy also coming through. Maybe people putting on masks when they talk to you. They might show that they're a big fan or supportive, but behind your back they might feel jealous. Okay, bit of everything is coming through. Take the message that resonates with your intuition. Okay, versatility here also. Sun in Gemini. I've seen people who have this placement. They're very funny. They have a good sense of humor. They can laugh at themselves. And versatility clearly is speaking about the fact that who has multiple talents. So you come across as a very interesting person. you could be someone that is easy to talk to and easy to spend time with. So a lot of women could feel, I really like this person, I wish they would give me more time. That's the energy I'm getting. Okay, maybe they want to learn from you as well with all this Gemini coming through, which is also the energy of learning, growing, developing skills, being friends. So they might see you as a friend also. Okay, on this side what I see is men see you as a charming person with Page of Cups. There's something surprising about you. You're different and unique, I feel, or something about your sense of humor, or you could have a quality where the way you look and your personality could be slightly different. So you might surprise people with your personality. Okay, that's one thing I'm getting. You could also be someone, maybe they assume, oh, this person won't be talkative, or they will be shy, or they will be like a certain type of way, but you are coming across as a person who's fun, vibrant, positive, very communicative, very talkative, charming, flirtatious, charismatic. Okay, very confident also. So your looks might be very different. Even on this particular image, I see a younger sort of person or someone. You wouldn't exactly say, oh, this person's gonna be like a formidable person, or I don't know how to explain it exactly. Okay, so they might judge your sense of humor. They might also judge your friend circle. Maybe men don't approve of your friend circle, or they could even think that maybe you have a lot of choices, so you might come across as a player also to certain people. That's one message I'm getting, having a lot of options. Okay, then you could also be someone where you're a little hot and cold and you give mixed signals. Okay, this is some quality you could have when it comes to relationships. Okay, if you're a guy watching this, a lot of men could feel like, oh, this person is kind of like they might think of you as the fool in tarot, you know, a person who's like a novice or naive, or not naive but like a rookie, and they feel like all the things that you have, you kind of don't deserve it, or all the attention that you get is a little uncalled for, something like this. This is the energy of a it's giving me Pete Davidson, how a lot of people said that how does this guy get all these girls, which I'm not getting into that. I'm not approving of someone or anything like that. I'm just getting this energy where a person who could be really funny, and they could if you're a guy, a person who's very funny and could date really beautiful women, and other men could feel like, why, and if you're a girl watching this, this could just be you have a weird or quirky sense of humor, and there's something unexpected in your personality which might put some people off. Also, your friends, maybe you are very close to your, even though on this side I didn't get the friends vibe, on this side maybe men could feel like you have too many guy friends, or they don't approve of your friend circle, or something about that is coming through as well. Okay, and again with the bluff makes me think of a person who's a little like you might contradict yourself. You're hot and cold, you give mixed signals, you're confusing. Even this is that energy of maybe obsessing over you, but still confused, not having all the answers. But you're a positive person. Men do like your personality. It's just they're not sure about the equation that they share with you, and you're just a little confusing. They don't have a lot of clarity when it comes to you, pile number 2. That's what I'm getting. Even here we have Mars in Libra, which is Mars is the masculine energy. Libra is the sign of relationships. So maybe a lot of men could want to date you, but they feel like either you have too many options, or you're very close to your male friends, or just this energy of I don't know, something about maybe boundaries or lack of boundaries, or being confused. They feel like you will hurt them, or you care less, they care more, or you're not looking for something serious. Overall, there could be an unserious vibe to you also, because they don't know what to take seriously and what to take as a joke. Okay, this is what I'm getting. I hope it makes sense to you. I'm gonna finish the reading off with some cards for advice that I pulled. So you got be bold and make the first move, cardinal moon. Adjustments are required. I also feel like you could be someone, maybe if you're a female, you might ask guys out first, so that might also confuse guys. Okay, that's one message I'm getting. But overall, this is speaking about maybe you need to change something. If you don't agree with these sides or these opinions that have come out, maybe something you can work on. Okay, maybe also giving a little more clarity to people when they ask you. Maybe don't talk in riddles if you have the habit of doing that. Okay. And for deities, you got Lakshmi. This is the card you chose. Goddess of fortune. Improved social status, increased wealth and luxuries, career promotion or acknowledgement, good and faithful marriage partner, especially a wife. Okay. So I think a lot of people do see you as a marriage material, wife material. If you are a female watching this, if you're a guy, you need to look for a person who would be devoted to you, someone serious. If you're a guy, look for a partner like that. If you're a girl watching this, maybe embody more of this Lakshmi energy, where you're more, you can be taken more seriously, or I think it's coming through as a blessing also. So this is a positive card that you got. We have Ganga here also. The holy river Ganga, she's the goddess we associate with her. We have a alligator or crocodile carrying her. That's because in our culture, all the deities have an animal association with them. So with her, it's the alligator or crocodile. I don't know which one is it. Okay. Maybe some of you are Capricorns. So it says goddess of heavenly ambrosia, right? Purification from sin, pacification of worldly desires, liberation at the time of death, remedy for physical disease. So maybe bringing a little bit of purification in your life. This tells me that there's a lack of clarity on people's part when it comes to you. So bringing a little clarity in your connections with your friends, with the people that you associate with, would be good for you. And maybe certain bad habits also you can let go of. Take the message only if it resonates, but it's come out, so I'm sharing it. Something here, maybe you need to purify. So think about it. Here you got compassion, you got regret, and forgive. So maybe forgive someone. Maybe if you had a fight with a friend, you don't give them enough time anymore. This might be speaking about that. Or someone, I also get this feeling, maybe it's something about you, it's personal, something you regret, and maybe you need to forgive yourself for making a mistake. Okay, have more compassion, whether it's you or someone else. A very specific message. Let me know if this resonated with someone. But yeah, I see a dragonfly here also, which is more of that mystical energy, spiritual energy. So taking the spiritual high road would be good for you. Work on forgiving yourself and this person, and don't hold any grudges or regrets. Learn from your mistake and move on. So that's the message for you, pile number 2. I hope this resonated. By the way, I've started an Insta account. Okay, I always forget to mention this. So guys, please follow me there. I might post more in the future. I have 0 posts there. I do post some stories every now and then. So check that out. Follow me there. I've had it for a while and I never mention it in my videos. So follow me there. Also, if you want to support the channel, please consider becoming a member. You can click on the join button below. You can watch the ads in the videos. You can leave a tip through PayPal or UPI. If you want to book a reading with me, all the links will be down in the description. Please check out Jalen's video and show your support. Leave some comments there. And I hope you guys stick around for more readings. I really enjoyed doing today's reading. I hope you guys liked it too. Leave your feedback. Thank you for watching. Bye guys. Hello pile number 3, welcome to today's reading. Today I'm doing a special collab with Jalen's Tarot Show. So I'm gonna link her video down below. She's doing how men view you versus women. I'm doing how women judge you versus men. That's a reading for today. So I hope you guys enjoy this reading. You like this topic. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Go over to her channel and support. Show your support. Leave comments there. I would really appreciate it. If you're coming over from her channel, hi, I'm Shashi. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I incorporate a lot of sidereal or Vedic astrology into my readings, and I use a lot of oracle cards as well, as you'll see in today's reading. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Leave your feedback, okay? So you chose Sri Radha, if you're familiar with her. This is for the advice portion that I'll use at the end. So let me set these cards aside. And left side, it's going to be the women's side. Left itself is the feminine energy. Right is the masculine or the fire sort of energy. Even with our nostrils, the right is connected to the masculine side. Left is feminine side, Ida. Okay, sorry. Left is Ida and right is Pingala. I was getting confused because the middle one is Sushumna Nadi, right? So yeah, I remembered. So right is masculine. But anyway, so this is the right side, this is the left side. Let's look at the cards. You got both the sides, the cards came out in reverse. So on this side we have moth, on this side we have shark. Okay, even the color, this is feminine. Yellow is the color for Jupiter, which is more of a masculine planet. Okay, here we have waiting, here we have reunion. On this side we have birds, and we have wine on this side. Mercury energy with the birds. Wine is, I think, Venus energy, Shukra, or maybe it's a bit of Saturn also, maybe Venus, Saturn. Some of you could have those placements. For nakshatra, if you're not familiar with nakshatras, they're lunar mansions. We use them quite a bit in Vedic astrology. On this side we have Magha, on this side we have Dhanishta. Okay, I'm keeping them at the top. This falls in Leo, and this one falls in, I think, Capricorn, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, Capricorn. Okay, for tarot, this side got Page of Pentacles and the Fool. I kept 2 cards. Usually I was just pulling one from each deck, or on each side, but the imagery is so similar, right? So you got that, and on this side we got the Devil in reverse. We'll take a look at the other cards in a bit. Let's start with these ones first. Okay, I'm gonna turn them upside, not upside down, but straight up, because it was looking weird. Okay, so on this side, the women's side, a lot of women could see you as a bit of a fool. They could look at you as someone who's kind of like a rookie, naive, like a novice, someone who doesn't know what they're talking about. They might also feel like you're a little someone who's like overconfident. Okay, certain things they could judge you on. They might feel like you're too young, you're too green, and maybe you speak too much, or you're too loud, or you're too brash, or you're too extroverted also. Okay, like you're a student, you're learning, you have a long way to go. So they might count you out. They might see you as they might write you off, as they say. Okay, they might also feel like you have a ego or something about this Magha energy, where you might come across as brash. Okay, like a rude or a brat even. Okay, that's one energy I'm getting on the side. But you're fun to talk to, like very talkative, very intriguing, interesting sort of a person, and you're always learning, growing. There's this energy of being like a student, always coming up with something new to talk about, or having multiple different interests. Okay, you could be someone who's charming. You could also be someone, maybe you're always dating, or this energy of maybe having a partner, or this family life I'm getting, because I see like a family dynamic in this card, even though birds are naturally Mercury element. So maybe women could judge you over your relationships, your connections, or maybe you're very committed to a partner that they don't like, something like that. Okay, this is what I'm seeing on this side. They also feel like you need to grow and you need to work more, or just this energy of maybe you don't take things seriously and you don't work hard enough. Okay, or maybe you focus on the wrong things. So maybe a little bit of judgment on how you live your life, and also your personality. If you're very expressive, you're very extroverted and very opinionated, talkative, then they might judge you for that. Okay, with the moth also, they might feel like you're a little too impulsive, wishful, you dream too much, you don't work enough, or just this energy of impulsiveness, or you might idolize other people, this energy of nervousness, jitteriness. Let's say if you have like a celebrity crush, or you focus too much on external things or people, they might judge you for that. They feel like, oh, this person's crushing on the celebrity, that's so lame, or something like that. You know, I'm getting that. On this side, what do we have? We have reunion, we have shark, the devil in reverse, the vine, and Dhanishta. So you could be someone, maybe men could judge you over your dating life. That's very specific, that's coming through. If you have any, let's say, drinking habits or any sort of addictions, they might judge you over that as well, because the devil is also sometimes associated with addictions or the bad habits, or let's say a tough past or some past. Maybe men judge you over your past, or the people that you've dated, or your habits or your lifestyle. That's, it's a very specific message coming through, and I've never really gotten this sort of a message ever before in any of my readings. So I'm saying it, don't take it to heart, and I don't want to make this like a negative sort of a reading, but I'm just getting this message. Okay, so I'm just channeling right now. What else? I think it's a lot of men from your past, the men that you've dated, they might judge you a lot. For whatever reason, they're like hateful towards you, especially the men that you've dated. Okay, overall, men in general could judge you over the fact that, it's not entirely negative. But if you're dishonest, if you're someone who doesn't speak honestly, or you're not honest, because shark is about being direct and honest with someone. So if you're not honest, because it did come out in reverse, men would judge you over that. I think they can pick up when you're lying. But if you're honest, you're upfront, they would notice that about you, and they might feel like you're too direct, you're too honest, you're too blunt. Okay, so whatever the case is, take it the message that way. And then Dhanishta also speaks about a person who's sometimes can be bad at having relationships. So maybe person with troubled relationships, or you could be a good person overall, but when it comes to, let's say, having relationships, you could struggle there, or there could be some issue there. So men would feel like, okay, this person's nice, and I don't know why they have bad relationships, or they go for the wrong person, or there could be some issue there, something like that. Maybe you take back people from the past who've hurt you, who are not good to you. The devil can also speak about maybe connecting with that sort of energy, where you're allowing these people with this sort of archetype energy into your life. So they might judge you over the fact that you make mistakes there. It's not necessarily that you're a player. Some might consider you a player, other might also see you as a person who makes a lot of mistakes. You go for the wrong people, and you accept the wrong people in your life. Okay, they see you as a fun person for sure, very cheerful, very energetic, fun, lively, someone good to hang out with, spend time with, to go out with. Okay, your extroverted energy is really good. And you could also come across as a person who's maybe shaking off a bad habit, or someone who's working on themselves, and you don't give in to temptations. You have maybe made mistakes in the past, but you learned from that. So there's this energy of also the devil being in reverse. Is like you're working on yourself, you're getting rid of bad habits, or someone who ignores bad habits. Some of you could even be someone who, let's say, you never go out, people ask you out, you never date. You're like, I'm not social, I don't connect with people, I don't go out, I don't date. So you might come across as someone very judgmental of them. So a lot of men could feel like, oh, this person's judging me, she is like too high and mighty. By the way, this particular reading is not specific to genders. So if you're a guy watching this, you can still take the message. So men could see you as a person who maybe dates a lot, or you find the right chick, or someone who scores with women, or something like that, where they just feel like, wow, this person's lucky, they get all the attention. So they could feel jealous over your dating life, love life. And on this side, women could see you as a fool, or they might see you as an inferior. They might see you as a friend also. They might friend zone you, and they might assume that you're younger than your age. They don't take you seriously. Okay, so you can flip the messages according to your situation also, but try to understand the energy overall. Okay, let's pull more cards. On this side, we have Judgment. So clearly, this pile is the one that gets a maximum judgment from women, I feel. With this card coming out, they don't take you seriously. On this side, we have the Emperor. So men could also see you as someone controlling, I feel. Or maybe you're too rigid, too stubborn, you don't compromise. Something like that I'm getting. You could have strong masculine energy also for some of you. Or men could judge you over the men in your life. Maybe they judge the men in your life, or the men that you're close to, their influence on you, something like this. Or just the fact that if you make really good money, they could also feel like they're in competition with you. But overall, the energy of being this person who's a little dominating, a little controlling. So you could be like that. Or if you are not like that, that's not your personality, then men who have this personality could be judging you. I also feel with this particular pile, one thing I'm getting is lots of women judging you, but for men, it's very specific men that I'm pulling their energy. It's not the general consensus. I don't know why I'm getting this message. Okay, so take the messages according to your intuition. On this side we have Pisces, here we have Aquarius. Okay, you gotta have these placements. Did I speak about placements earlier? Okay, we have a bit of Scorpio energy. If you follow Western astrology, Pluto is connected to judgment. Then Fool is Aries energy, always makes me think of Aries. Leo, Mercury, maybe you have Mercury in Leo, Mercury in Aries, or Mercury being prominent in your chart somehow. And maybe Pisces also, that is debilitated Mercury. Mercury debilitates in Pisces. This is when person becomes too logical even when they're dating. So the area where you have to be emotional, you have to follow your faith, intuition, spirituality, you use logic, which is Mercury. This is why Mercury doesn't do well in Pisces. Okay, you have to let go of logic here. Okay, so a lot of women could see you as illogical, or someone who's maybe sometimes also too practical, or also maybe you have more of this masculine approach to certain things. Not masculine overall, but just this energy that's a little childish, or they might consider you immature or childish, or like you don't listen, or something like this. That's what I'm getting. And on this side we have Aquarius. You could have Aquarius placements also. Then Devil is connected to Capricorn. This is Aries again, so Aries is there for sure. We have Aquarius. Okay, this is also, I think, Capricorn or Aquarius for sure. You could have a nice voice also, nice maybe musical taste, or you want to be like a star or musician or something like this, or you have big dreams, you want to achieve something crazy. With Aquarius, this is the radical person who's very unique. Maybe you say certain things just for effect. Men could feel like you're controversial on purpose or something like this. And maybe your friends group also, they judge you for that, or certain let's say groups that you associate with, or your online profile or something like that. Your opinions, the groups that you associate with, maybe you volunteer, or you have diverse interests and hobbies. So something about that, people, men could judge you over that. Okay, let's see. Here we have affair, which is Venus in Leo. You could be someone, if you date a lot, women could judge you over that. Here we have Moon in Virgo and Sun in Libra. Order and harmony. Even though I'll take the Vedic connotations of these cards, Moon in Virgo makes a person critical. So if you're dominating type, if you're critical, you give criticism, men judge you over that. They take your criticism to heart. They don't like it. Okay, you could be very critical, or you could have blunt speech when it comes to that. Then Sun gets debilitated in Libra, which shows a person they have to kind of bow down. Sun is the individuality, the personality. Okay, Libra is the house of love and relationships, or the zodiac sign that we connect with the 7th house, which is for love and relationships, marriage. So you have to let go of the ego. You have to go from I to we when we come into the energy of Libra. That's why Sun gets debilitated here. So men could judge your choices. Sometimes this is again maybe people judging you over your religious beliefs, or the fact that you party or you drink, something like this, some habit that you have, they could judge you over that. Sometimes Sun in Libra can also talk about humiliation. Person gets humiliated, or maybe men tend to gang up and let's say bully you, or maybe you were bullied at one point of time, or lots of men don't approve of you. Something like this could be there. Okay, a very specific message, but overall what I'm seeing is, because you don't compromise, maybe you're this debilitated Sun energy where you don't compromise, you are more independent or something like this. So they could judge you over that. The fact that you're more individualistic, or you maybe try to dominate other people, you have strong opinions, something like this I'm getting on this side. Okay, critical also. You could be self-critical also. And again, they on this side they see you as a kid. Here also we see kids showing up. We have a riddle here. So a lot of women feel like you're a riddle. They don't understand you. You're a little confusing. You're a little contradicting. Mercury energy could be strong, which makes a person like this. But they're a little, I don't know, like mixed bag. That's the energy of Mercury. On this side we have the Seed. We have the Hunter. So see, it's your dating style. If you are someone who maybe asks people out first, or men could be turned off by that, or something. Maybe you take a masculine approach when it comes to dating, or you might have this image where you're a player or you date a lot. Something like this could be there. Not for every single person picking this pile, but the fact that you're attractive, a lot of people are interested in you, and there could be this rumors, fake images, rumors about you, and this fake perception of people, which is not true, but they just assume that you have a lot of people that you date and all these things. There could be a lot of misconceptions with this particular pile. Okay. Also, if you're a guy, then people just generally judge you for your dating habits and all of that, and maybe they think you would not make a good partner in relationships, and you're dominating, stuff like that. With seed, it speaks about potential. So a lot of men feel like you do have potential, you're fiery, you're an interesting person, your personality is very attractive, and physically also you could be very attractive. So they're drawn towards you, but you're not exactly what they want you to be, so they might judge you over that. With this pile, overall, I'm getting a lot of judgments. Out of the 3 piles, this is the pile that's the most maybe misunderstood and stuff like that. Okay, let me finish the reading off with some cards that I pulled for advice. So you got Sri Radha. Obviously this is the card you chose, Supreme Goddess. It says faith in the power of love, ability to win the heart of one's beloved, increased devotion and attainment of divine love, liberation from the pains of thwarted love. So maybe someone broke your heart and that affected you in some way. This is saying that you should let that go, leave that energy behind, move on to something new. Don't let the past affect the way you behave in future. Also, if you're someone who feels like I will never find a partner that I'm looking for, so why date, or let me just date casually, not take people seriously. This is spirit saying that you need to be more optimistic. You will find the person who's meant to be with you. Don't feel like you'll never find someone. Anything can happen, miracles can happen. Okay, so don't be closed off to love. Do have devotion, do have seriousness when it comes to dating and love. Okay, this is advice. We have Kalki here also, destroyer of the Iron Age. This is the present age that's going on in Vedic times in terms of Vedic philosophy. Strength in adversity, please ignore the background noise. Overcoming arguments, determination in combating evil, escaping the negative influence of the age of Kali. So this is saying that you should avoid indulging in wrong habits, wrong activities. It's giving you a bad reputation if you connect with this energy, because we got the devil and Kalki. Is that did I say Kali? I don't know. This is Kalki, Kali Yuga, you know what we're going through, the time period. So this is saying that don't change, you know, don't become like a Gen Z or these bad habits or certain ideologies that we accept today in modern age. So you should have a bit of mix of modernity, how do you say that, modernity, but also traditional values. So something you can think about, whatever feels like the right thing for you, no judgments, but maybe something you need to work on. Here we have, what do you need to release? Waning moon, balance, spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. Pisces energy has come out in all 3 piles today. Okay, so you need to bring a little bit of spirituality in your life and your lifestyle, and also be more practical if you want to achieve certain things. Instead of living in default mode, you need to be more practical in life, and also a little more spiritual. Meditate on certain things, connect with your inner self and think where you're going. Okay, something you need to release here, maybe a habit or a person. Here we have trust. Again, same message as Sri Radha. Have faith, have trust, things will work out. Don't feel dejected, especially when it comes to love and relationships. Record, maybe you need to journal, maybe you need to write your feelings down, or getting more organized, you know, channeling that Mercury energy in a positive way, where you become more organized, you're on top of things, you're more enjoying yourself, learning new skills, writing your feelings, connecting with your energy, right? Connecting with your psyche, using your intelligence in the right way. We have create, so connect with more people, be more creative, maybe pick up some nice hobbies. Create itself, I feel like this is the energy of coming together with people. Obviously you can pick up a creative habit or something like that, but whatever create means to you, start something new maybe. So that was the reading for you, pile number 3. I hope this resonated and helped you. Leave your feedback in the comments. Support Jaylin's channel also. Go and watch the video there, leave your comments. So yeah, if you want to support my channel, you can watch the ads on the videos. You can leave a tip through PayPal or UPI if you want to book a reading with me. All the links will be down in the description. And if you want to join the membership, click on the join button below. I post quite regularly. Also, I always forget to mention I've started an Insta account. So follow me on Insta. Very few people are there. I've had it for a few videos now, but I never mention it. So nobody's following me there. It's only in the description. So follow me if you want to. I might post more in future. I only share stories right now. So if you want to follow me, do that. And yeah, that's it for the reading. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave your feedback, okay? Thank you. Bye.